What is going on, everyone? The Houston Texans continue to add to their already Super Bowl caliber defense. We have some news. The Texans are signing former Colts linebacker CJ Stroud to a one-year, $5 million deal, sources tell NFL on Fox. Stroud spent 6 seasons in Indianapolis and is coming off of a career best year with 142 tackles in 15 games, including 7 tackles for loss and 5 pass breakups. Now, we know CJ Stroud earlier in this offseason was talking trash about CJ Stroud. Now look at where we at. But the question that I am asking is, who is the odd man out? Who are your top 3 linebackers? Because 2 out of the 3 are set. One of them is your captain, Azeez Al-Shaair. He's not going anywhere. Second, Henry To'oTo'o. The step forward that he took from year 1 to year 2, absolutely insane. But what about your third linebacker? Is it Christian Harris or is it CJ Stroud? You guys let me know in the comments down below. But once again, we got some breaking news. The Texans are signing former Colts linebacker CJ Stroud to a one-year, $5 million deal. Stroud spent 6 seasons in Indy and is coming off of a career best year with 142 tackles in 15 games, including 7 tackles for loss and 5 pass breakups. What is going on, everyone? We are back. My name is Ruben Calvillo, and I just want to apologize for the days without videos. We did have a family member pass away, so if you guys find it in your hearts, please drop a rest in peace to Uncle Dino. It would absolutely mean the world to me. We also had some problems with Xfinity, man. The past, I guess, 3 days, we just couldn't get good Wi-Fi. But with that being said, we are back. I missed you guys. Let's talk about CJ Stroud. Now, it's going to be real funny during training camp, or if CJ Stroud is allowed to talk to the media pretty soon about his drama with CJ Stroud. You guys all know the podcast, right? It was Tank Dell, CJ Stroud on the Gilly podcast, and he brought up the game against the Indianapolis Colts, how there was some trash talking between him and CJ Stroud. Then CJ Stroud was on the Kay Adams podcast, and he said, oh, CJ said I didn't make no plays, but we'll see. And then we know what happened. The Houston Texans swept the season series in 2024, and that is all she wrote. But it's just funny how 1 year you're trash talking each other, trying to knock each other out. Then 1 year later, you're teammates. That's just funny how the NFL works. But let me just say, I like this move. I really do. Because when it comes to the linebacker position, you know who's in charge of it. Our head coach, DeMeco Ryans, who has shown time and time again that he can develop players. Azeez Al-Shaair getting better from Tennessee, where he had a good year in Tennessee, but he got much better when he got here in Houston. Henry To'oTo'o was the biggest surprise of the year for this Houston Texans defense. His play from year 1 to year 2 was absolutely insane. If there is another jump, we're talking about a Pro Bowl linebacker with Henry. When those two weren't able to go, we saw Neville Hewitt start and make some plays, an RKO on special teams. Hope he signs somewhere. Wish him the very best. Blake Cashman, we saw him last year play well, earn himself a big contract with the Minnesota Vikings. It doesn't matter who's there at linebacker for the Houston Texans. The play is never going to falter. And when you have someone like CJ Stroud, who was coming off of a career year, 142 combined tackles, 93 of them solo, 7 tackles for loss, 5 pass breakups, 1 INT, I'm excited to see how much better CJ Stroud gets. Which leads me to my next point, and which leads me to what I was talking about in the introduction. Who is the odd man out? Azeez Al-Shaair, he's your captain. He's not going anywhere. He's one of your starting linebackers. Henry To'oTo'o, he's one of your starting linebackers. I think the battle is between EJ Speed and Christian Harris. And I know a lot of fans have already been roasting me in the comments on Twitter because I said I think Christian Harris is the odd man out. I think the one thing that EJ Speed has over Christian Harris is the fact that he can stay healthy. Christian Harris hasn't been able to do that in his young NFL career. Now, we know when he was healthy, that last month of the season was fantastic for him, was one of the best players, if not the best player on the field for the Houston Texans on the defensive side. His pick six in the playoffs against Joe Flacco, his plays a week later against the Baltimore Ravens was your only bright spot in that division round loss. It's going to be very interesting to see where this battle plays out. But you also like that EJ Speed gives you something on special teams, which is why a lot of people said he is the Neville Hewitt replacement, but 143 tackles is not a special teams guy. Which is why I say the training camp battle is between EJ Speed and Christian Harris to be that third linebacker for the Houston Texans. You guys let me know your thoughts on the Houston Texans bringing in free agent linebacker EJ Speed on a 1-year deal. You can't argue with the 1-year deal. With that being said, for more Houston Texans content, you guys know what to do. Feel free to follow me for more. Happy that I'm back. Xfinity, get your shit together. You guys all have a very blessed day. Uncle Dino, we love you.